Hello, my name's Kathy, creator of Gnoggintoppers. Welcome to my yarn studio. It's really a scrappy yarn corner today. I was pulling together all kinds of scraps and getting them where they belong. It feels great. Today I want to talk about some organization I bought. I've got some new baskets I'm making. I'm so excited. And a snood. I've always wanted to make a snood, and so I'm almost done, and I thought I'd show you where I'm at with it. So welcome. If you're new here, I'm delighted that you're watching today. I hope you enjoy what you see. I love to just share what's on my mind and what I'm creating and what I'm thinking about. It's at warp speed, so buckle up. And if you're a returning watcher, oh, thanks for coming back. I hope what I present today is of great interest and possibly inspiring. So today, I want to begin with some organization that I purchased. I have been keeping my circular needles by needle size in Ziploc bags in a big bag that I had crocheted long ago. And it worked at first. I have a fair amount because I buy them as I find them, secondhand. And I have bought a fair amount new because when I want something or need something in a specific size, I have no problem going out and buying what I need. But I don't know, it wasn't giving me a lot of joy digging through all these plastic bags and stuff. It just got to be not what I wanted. So if you can see behind me here, over my shoulder, I bought on the Facebook Marketplace 3 storage containers, and they have three or four drawers each. Jeepers. Yeah, 3 drawers each. And they're like 12 by 12. They're a good size. Got a good price for them. And I'm just going to scoot aside and show you a couple of the drawers and how they work. So this is all my knickknacks and doodads for knitting. And then I have like my needles, preferably in packets, and I have my DPNs because I got a lot of DPNs too, all kinds, but they're at least by size now. So I got size 1 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 and 9, size 10, size 11, 13 to 15, and 17 to 19. But anyway, oh, I'm just so happy. It worked out so good. It fit perfectly right between my wool chest and my bookshelf. And it just got them off the floor because I had the bag on the floor because it was kind of big and kind of heavy. So I didn't want to hang it up. But anyway, I'm delighted with that. Sometimes you just get something for organization and it just clicks and makes your whole space feel so much more welcoming and at home. Yeah. And so when I got that done, I grabbed some of, I had like 1 big basket and a couple of small, I don't know, zipper things of scrap yarns. And so I got those all sorted out by wool, usable scrap, and scrap for stuffing of toys and stuff like that. So I've had a really good morning doing that. So then next, I'm going to just turn you a little bit here. There we go. Hi there. So the next thing I want to talk about is my flight of fancy into making baskets. So I got a notice that there's going to be a craft sale before Mother's Day in my town. And I know the lady who's organizing it. So I immediately sent back and put in my application for it. And then I got to thinking, gee, what am I going to make for Mother's Day? I have some things in bins that didn't sell last year, but I thought, oh, it'd be nice to make a couple of things, you know, very specific for women. So I went to YouTube and looked around people who do, you know, YouTube videos about Mother's Day gifts, and I landed on the Turtle Trunk, and she had a tutorial on her website for baskets. Look at that, with handles. I have other yarn in here, but with handles. So I made the basket with yarn I had on hand, of course, but I've had this beautiful fur that I've not known what to do with. And I put it on top of here, and I'll tell you, if this doesn't scream boudoir, I don't know what does. But I thought, oh my gosh, I just love this. So I'm going to show you 3 more, and then what I've bought to continue on with this idea. I have some blue yarn in here that doesn't have anything to do with baskets, but in all my cleaning up today, I just wanted to keep it tidy. So that's what's in there. But isn't this wonderful with the handles? Oh, it's such an easy pattern to follow. So that's the first one I made. And so I kind of got really into the scrappy idea of baskets. So then I put this little dream together. I love the fiery color. If you make a mistake and you try to correct your stitch count, you're gonna get not a straight-sided basket. My first one was perfect. This one was not perfect. I had too many stitches, so I corrected it, but then I got some bulges. But look at the bottom. If you ever watched the original Star Trek, there was that one doomsday machine where it would come in and eat the planets. I think this looks like the doomsday machine. And that was all. I went through the scraps I had. Look at the inside. Oh, isn't that wonderful? I love that. But I went through my scraps as they were and pulled out all the really thick yarn, because this works best, I think, with a solid 5 or a 6, because it will really give it structure. You can use like a worsted weight acrylic 4 or a 4 weight, worsted weight, but you got to hold like 4 together. And I don't know, I just like the bulky yarn to do this, but I gave it a fun fur at the top, just because I like that, the fun part at the top. Now I have to tell you, I'm not sure if I'm done with this one because I don't know if it looks complete. So I have pulled out some gold, which I may spangle the top with. I'm not sure. I'm not in a rush to try to put something on top, but this is like a little, it's not bulky enough or full enough. I want something that really covers the top, but we'll work on that. And then this one, I made this one in a day. This is primarily acrylic, so you can kind of see the structure. It's a little softer and bendier. It's okay. I like it. What I do like about this one is you could use it for a purse because it really has a little bit of give to it. And the bottom looks like that. Look how it's got like a little pink purple tone to it. I just love it. This, I had just a ton of this, like very thin boucle sort of yarn, and I had like a variety of 4 different size balls of it. I got this stuff in a big purchase of just a ton of yarn on a blanket, in somebody's front yard at a garage sale. And yeah, I spent like $11. That's all I had in my pocket. And I got like over 200 skeins, or mostly a skein of yarn. I mean, it's taken me a few years to work through it. And I'm glad I found these, because I'm finally using up the last of it, because the stuff that's left, I just wasn't sure what to do with. So anyway, so I also have purchased magnetic snaps, and I have one other big snap. So I think I'm going to put magnetic snaps on the inside of this, because then it could be a basket, but it could also be a purse or a carry-all, which I think is kind of awesome, actually. Just a grab and go, just to snap so things don't fall out or nobody reaches in. So I'm really into that. And I did go out, because I had like this, I had kind of like this fuzzy white stuff, not that fuzzy, and some black that I put around the top, but I don't think it's completed it well enough. And I think I'm going for a look here. Like if someone saw a basket with the white fluff on top, they'd know, hey, that's a Gnoggintoppers basket. I like that idea. I've been watching a lady called the Cactus Lady, and she talks a ton about business and business recognition, just everything you could ever want to know about if you want to do a little business. I don't want to make millions, but I want to have fun making what just gives me such joy. And these baskets are doing it. So anyway, I went out. Now to get into the next little bit here. I went out yesterday with Mr. Gnoggintoppers. I love that. And first we went to Michael's, and I bought this loops and thread, or threads, and this is called Faux Fur, and it's in the color ivory, and I've weighed them all up too. This says 10.5, and I think this was right on the nose, 10.5. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this on the top. I think it's going to look really good. I was so delighted to find this, because the white from here, it was just a bit. You know, no label, no nothing. I never expect to be able to find these things again. And ta-da! So I can't wait to dive into this. In fact, I've been waiting to talk to you all, because after this video, oh, I am breaking into this puppy big time. Then I had also used, to make the first basket, something that I think was actually Lion Brand Thick and Quick, which I really like. I'm making that hat with it. So they had buy one, get one half off at the Michael's store. So I also grabbed Lion Brand, oh yeah, Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I really like this yarn, because, you know, I don't always need 100% wool, but a little wool's nice. I'm just looking at 82% acrylic, 10% wool, and 8% rayon. I think this is a brilliant blend myself. And this one's called Gray Marble. And then I got another one in this lovely purple. And this is called Fairy. Isn't that pretty? And these are 6.5 ounces. And I'm pretty sure I can make a bag out of one of these, especially if the bottom is something else. So that's what I'm going to do. In fact, I'll cut ahead a little bit here to this overflowing basket. Okay. Hopefully everything won't go flying out. But here's a basket of purple that I pulled out of every nook and cranny on the spaceship here. And even these things, because I'm not keen working with this like ribbony yarn, but I've had some, and boy, it's tough for me to get rid of any yarn. I just know I'm going to use it sometime. So these work great on the bottom and give it lots of color and texture and beauty. So I figured I can use this. Look how nicely all this goes together. Oh, isn't that lovely? That is so lovely. And so I'm going to try that out. And I have a whole bunch of bags here. I might not show them all of all the different colors I've pulled out to work with. And the next one, so I was at Walmart, and here I went through the yarn area, and I found this Lion brand, Respun. Now I have to say I felt a bunch of respuns, and I've kind of been like, I'm not sure about this. But look at the size of this. It's the size of my head. I mean, that tells me, gee, there's probably a lot of yarn in there. So it's 100% recycled polyester, 12 ounces, 223 yards. The wool eases, depending on whether it's a solid or I think or not, maybe, is 106 yards. So this is just over twice as much, same price. And now no wool, of course, there's no wool in this. And this one, I'm just looking because I was doing a lot of comparing. Where's how much is in here? I'm looking at this one because I think the speckles are different. Maybe they're not. No, 6 ounces, 106 yards. Although I think this was 6.3, so they were a little generous on this one. Everything else, I weighed it. They were all either spot on or over, which is always nice. But I want to do it for pricing and stuff, so I know how much I'm using up. But I'm wondering, how much can I get out of this? I'm going to use the blue on the bottom. I'm going to make a solid blue, but possibly with the white. I think, yeah, the white's going to be really pretty. So I'll put the white on top. So I'm so excited to crack into this puppy today. I'll let you know how it goes because I plan to make a ton of those. I'm just losing my mind over them. But I'm going to make one with this crazy stuff. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Can't make too many mistakes because this is a big bugger to pull out. I'll tell you what. It's Lion brand fancy fur. Yes, it is fancy. And now I'll just show you real quick. I got some pinks. Got some pinks in here. I'm going to do a whole bunch with some pinks. And let's see. And they did have a different kind of fancy, was it fancy fur? I don't know what it was exactly at Michael's, but it had like really delicate colors. So I may go back and get some of that too. But look at this guy. This more fancy fur, but look at the pink on that. Isn't that great? Oh, I love this. I am having more fun with color right now. Oh my gosh. And I do have a whole orange section that I'm gonna get into. Look at that. Somebody out there's gotta love orange. Is gonna want a basket or a purse out of orange. I just know it. So anyway, that is my riotous creating that I'm doing right now. I just can't get over how fun these baskets are to make. And then I was watching the first lady I ever watched on YouTube years ago, Lisa, and she's on, of course, I can't remember the name of her program. That's crazy. Happy to Hook Creations. Oh, she's phenomenal. I have followed her ever since I found her. And she mentioned like a hairnet hat she was wearing. Let me look and see what it was called. Oh, the mesh hat. Now, the pattern that I'm working off of is by Simply Hooked Crochet, a delightful young woman. And this was a free tutorial, and she does a great job walking you through it, both verbally and written on the screen. So if you've ever wanted to make, I would call this a snood, but check her out. Phenomenal. this young woman's gonna do great, whatever she wants to do with her YouTube, because she's got the knack. So anyway, I want to show you this because I've always wanted a snood, and I knew I could make one. I mean, you always feel better when you make it, right? So I'm making it bigger because I used a small hook and just one 4-ply, and I need it bigger. So I'm working on my last few rows here. It's quite simple with the stitches, and in here I decided to use the last of one of my favorite yarns. I'm gonna call it my Buddy yarn because of my dog Buddy, who chewed a hat I made out of it. But I love this yarn. I have no label for it, no information on it. It's just delightful, and I thought I'm going to put it in the Snood, and I can wear it any darn day I feel like it. So I'm almost done with this, so hopefully the next time I record, you'll see me wearing it. But anyway, I had to mention, because, you know, when it's so generous when people just put their tutorials out there so we can all give a try to what they're showing. And she does a really good job, so shout out to her. I believe, I'm just checking my notes here. Yeah, and I think I mentioned these are called the baskets. The baskets are Country Cottage Basket by the Turtle Trunk. If you've ever wanted to try one, I've made a lot of baskets in my day. This is an exceedingly simple pattern to follow. So I wanted to say that. I don't think I have anything pulled out today to show. Thank you so much for watching with me today. I would love to hear what you're working on. If you want to reach out and make a comment, I'd love to hear what's on your mind. Please feel free to subscribe. Like if you like what you see, share it with other people. I just love the community of creators on YouTube. They're just of all different dimensions, galaxies, universes, time frames. But it gives me such great joy. So until I see you the next time, I usually I like posting reels now on Tuesdays, but it might be a video and then a video on Saturday. So you take care, have a lovely weekend and a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.